All right, class. So today we are going to, excuse me, start working on the digital copy of our resume. And so um, you guys will take what you have on your paper copy of your resume, and we're going to put it into a digital template. um, the difference will be is that we are not going to use Pathful Explorer because it's still not working quite right. We are going to use a template that I put together for you. Okay, so I'll kind of show you what that looks like. After this video, you're going to have 45 minutes of work time to take the information that you have on your paper copy and get it into a digital copy. It's not going to match up perfectly because we're not using Pathful Explorer. So you're going to have to look at some of your information and figure out where does this fit in the template. I think it best fits here. Here's how I want to word it differently because maybe the layout looks different. Or in some cases, maybe you have something written down and you just decide this doesn't really fit anywhere. It's not that important to me anyway, so I'm just not going to include it. And that would be fine too, because you get to choose whatever you want on your resume. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what this looks like and then kind of tell you what I want your work time to look like. So it's Canvas in Module 5. In the resume section, we still go to this resume creation. And I've updated it to show you what you need. So the first thing is the student copy resume template. Okay, when I click that, it's going to ask me if I want to make a copy. Yes, I do. Just click it once, give it a few seconds, and it will open. You click it multiple times, it's going to open multiple copies for you. You don't want multiple copies, okay? Okay, so I have that open. I'm going to go in and open the second resource. That's one thing that I've tried to really stress to kids these last couple of days is please use the resources that I have available to you, okay? Because I get a lot of questions if I don't know what to do in this section or what should this look like. And I go to their desk and I help them and they don't even have the stuff open that I've provided for them, right? I spend a lot of time creating these resources for you. So open them and use them, please. All right. So we're going to open that Lynn example resume. Looks exactly the same as your copy as far as layout goes. So you'll use mine just as a guide, right? This is approximately what your resume should look like. Obviously, the information that you put in there is going to be different. And you're going to maybe have more in some areas, less in some areas, but this is approximately what it should look like. And then you can also still use your cheat sheet or checklist. This was built for Pathful Explorer, so it's not going to line up perfectly with the information on the template, but the information that's in the checklist is still accurate, okay? So when I go to my template here, some of this stuff you're going to delete, some of it you're going to leave. So the stuff you're going to leave are all the things in capital letters that are in bold text, like all these headings. So objective, work experience, education background, achievements, skills, and references. You'll leave those words there. Don't touch them, okay? Everything else, when you go to type, you're going to delete it, okay? So under first and last name up here, I would type my first and last name. Then I would delete home address, and I would write my address and so on and so forth, okay? So use the information that you already have on your paper copy to put that in, okay? Okay. Under objective, because we're going to leave that there, we type our objective here, okay? Should be 3 sentences, introducing yourself, listing your credentials, telling them what position and company you're applying for, and giving them one reason why you're a good fit. If you haven't written an objective or you have questions on how to write an objective, on the checklist, At the very bottom, there's over a half page of information here that will help you write an objective. Plus, you can look at my example objective, okay? So you have the resources to be successful. Under work experience, so I would delete this and I would put whatever the company name is, delete this, put my position, start and end date. And then here, like on mine, I listed some things that maybe I've been nominated for, things like that. For you guys, I want you to list like your job responsibilities or duties. So maybe you work the cash register, maybe you are in customer service, you load the trucks, whatever it is. You're going to maybe put just 2 or 3 things that are like your job duties, okay? Let's say that you've only had one job. Well, I don't want this second company name, right? So delete it, okay? You don't have to leave it there if you don't need it. If you've never had a job altogether, we're just gonna put NA like that, and then just leave it just like that. And that will tell them that you've never had a job, okay? So you have the flexibility to kind of change some things. If you need a third bullet point here, you can add a bullet point, whatever you need to do to make this look good for you. School name number 1 should be Grand Island Senior High, start end date, and then you can list some things that you've achieved, your GPA, what you're involved in. School name number 2 is going to be your middle school, and then same thing there. Any achievements academically, athletically, maybe in a club or a group that you're in outside of school, whatever you want that to look like. If you don't need all 5 bullet points, delete some, okay? So whatever you need to do is just fine. And then your skills will look just like mine, okay? You're gonna list your top 5 Strength Finder skills, and then you're gonna put a couple keywords or a short phrase and how you use that, right? And on the checklist, it tells you that right here, right? There's once again about a half page worth of information, okay? And then once you get to references, again, if you look at the checklist, there's information about references. It tells you exactly the information you should be using, how it should look. And if you look at my example, oops, that. If you look at my example, you can see how it's supposed to look. So the goal here is to have it all on one page, okay? Just like mine is here. It's all on one page. So you might have to mess with the spacing or your wording or things like that. You may have to mess with some things to make it fit and make it look good, okay? Once you have it ready to go, and so if I thought this was ready to go, if I hit the print button, it pops up with a little print preview here, okay? Obviously, I'm not done, but if I were done and I like the way it looks, you guys are going to come over here to the destination and click see more. You're not going to have all of these options. You're only going to have a couple that show up. So you would click follow me black and white, 2 copies. Okay, I want 2 copies. You hit print, and then it might pop up with a little window asking you to sign into the PaperCut program, and you just hit sign in with Google and click your email, and then it'll print. Then you're going to go around the corner to 212A. You're going to sign in with your lunch number, hit OK, grab those copies, and then you will turn in your printed copies of your resume along with your packet that you've been working on for your resume, and you're going to turn that in to my back desk, and I will keep those safe for you. Okay. If you are not able to print today because 45 minutes was not enough for you, then you need to find time in Islander time to finish up your resume and get it printed and bring it to me. Okay. All right. Thank you and good luck.